Everyone thinks the Hermit is about isolation, like you've disappeared into a cave somewhere to do some meditation and to become enlightened. But that's not what this card is about. The Hermit is what happens when you stop asking the world what you're allowed to be and start listening to yourself instead. And for a lot of trans people, queer people, outsiders, survivors, that moment isn't peaceful, it's revolutionary. The illustrations by Pamela Coleman Smith in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, the Hermit stands alone on a mountain. They hold a lantern. Inside that lantern is a tiny six-pointed star, a light that doesn't illuminate the world, just the next step. And that's the point. The Hermit isn't about knowing everything. It's about trusting the light that comes from within. And the Hermit is punk as hell because this card represents the moment that you walk away from the noise, the expectations, the roles, the identities that people tried to put you on. And when you do that, people get uncomfortable because society prefers a cookie-cutter version of you. People who follow the map. The Hermit burns the map, not because they hate the world, but because they refuse to let the world decide who they are. And for many trans people, the Hermit is a familiar archetype. It's the period when you start asking questions that nobody around you wants to hear. Who am I really? What parts of me were survival? What parts of me were masks? And sometimes the answers don't come from outside validation. They come from long nights of reflection, journal pages, quiet realization, the slow, terrifying honesty of self-discovery. That's Hermit energy. Here's the thing that most tarot workers skip. The Hermit doesn't just illuminate the truth. It also reveals your shadow. The fears you buried, the anger you weren't allowed to express, the identities you suppressed to stay safe. Shadow work isn't pretty, it's messy, but the Hermit teaches us something powerful. You can sit with your darkness without being consumed by it, and sometimes that's where your deepest truth is hiding. There's a moment in shadow work where grief turns into something else. Rage, the realization that parts of your life were shaped by systems that don't want you fully alive. For queer people, for trans people, for anyone who had to carve their identity from resistance, that anger can become fuel. And the Hermit doesn't extinguish that fire. They refine it, turn it into wisdom. The Hermit asks you a question. What would you discover about yourself if the world stopped talking for a while? And more importantly, what would you finally admit to yourself? The Hermit isn't about disappearing. It's about returning to the world with a truth that you discovered about yourself. A lantern you lit from within. And once you've seen that light, you stop asking permission to exist. If this video resonated, subscribe. Every Tarot Tuesday, we explore the major arcana through a queer and trauma-informed lens. If you're looking for real transformation, come back every week. And if you want help navigating your own archetypal journey, you can book a session through my link in the description.